would you please introduce yourself?
Well, Patricia, I am Elegant Miss Kansas. Actually, excuse me, I am American Royal Beauties 2022 Elegant Miss Kansas. Now, ARB is my system, American Royal Beauties, fabulously facilitated by Susan Bradley West and Sarah Marie Shoemaker. Shoemaker, I don't know. I know several people that, anyway, forgive me, Sarah. But that's who I am. My name is Sabrina Boswell Darley, and I use my maiden name on my Facebook because you need to know me to connect with me, because we all get hacked occasionally, So, but I mean, as a pageant queen, you do have to broaden your circle and go public on that. So anyway, so that's who I am.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about your pageant system, like what the focus is and why you were drawn to that particular system.
Oh, wow. Well, honey, you told me we only had 20 minutes. It's going to take me 20. There is nothing bad. Oh my gosh. So tell me what drew me to my pageant system. Well, my best friend, Holly Pittman, was entering her two daughters in it after our older two daughters had just been in the Miss Kansas volunteer pageant, which is an amazing system. Miss Kansas Volunteer America, shout out, because my daughter, Brenna, was People's Choice in the Miss Kansas volunteer pageant last year. So the day after she won, my friend Holly Pittman, whose daughter Bella Whitlock, I'm so sorry, she has a bonus dad named Pittman. Bella Whitlock was the first runner up in the Miss Teen division. So we were just commiserating because we love our daughters. And of course, the best man won and everything was fine. But she was entering her daughters the next weekend in an American Royal Beauties pageant. Okay. That she happened to mention was all ages. And I said, well, Holly, you and I ought to run together. Well, she's a senator's wife. She just did not. Yeah. But she dared me to do it. And I took the dare. And so, yes. Well, it took about a week and a half of her convincing me that I should, her encouraging me. And my American Royal Beauties is my system. Yes. But all systems. I think we're all relevant, and I think we're all wonderful. And I think we all just need to pull together more to make sure everybody knows what we're doing.
There's nothing like a sisterhood, no matter what system you're in.
There is nothing like a sisterhood. And I'm going to tell you something. The sisterhood at American Royal Beauties is on fire.
Wow. Okay. So tell me, what is your platform? And if you have one?
Well, American Royal Beauties does not require a defined platform. My personal service goals in the last several years have been food insecurity and advocacy for foster children. I have been a spokesperson for CASA, for my local area CASA, court-appointed special advocates. And there you go. See, after that form of American Royal Beauties is serve where you can serve. And that's why this system fits me best.
Okay, that's great.
That's why the system fits me best, because I just believe that charity never faileth. And I hate to quote scriptures, and I'm not going to get religious at all. But charity is the root of humanity. And it is so much. I'm sure my brother John Lennon would agree with me, what is missing in the world. And anyway, ask another question or I'll start.
What is your purpose that you have found with your crown? It's probably the answer before that, but did you find a would you say that would be what you just answered, basically?
No, not at all. No, not at all. Because here's the thing. On this dare of a whim in which I entered myself, I'm also an actress, and I was a child performer, and I'm a stage mom, and I had been through a really bad 2 years. So I'm just going to kind of convolutedly answer your questions, maybe. Another reason why I entered this pageant, why I took the dare of my dear friend, Senator Mrs. Holly Pittman. Yes, I said that, Holly. Okay, is because I'd had a bad couple of years. I had COVID had been a challenge. And right in the mid of COVID, I took care of my stepmother who had early dementia. And I did that with all helping. I did that out of the love of my heart. But I'm going to tell you something. That was the 11 hardest months of my life. And on the week that my sweet sister came to take our sweet mother home with her to Dallas for a while, that's when all this was going on. And I needed a lift. You know, I'm an actress. I hadn't been on the stage in a couple of years. I haven't been doing anything but support my children in this pageant and that pageant and this show and that show and this award and that award and this competition and that competition. And I was just a little I was just a little worn down.
Yeah. Yeah. I find it sometimes we help everybody that we forget to focus on ourselves, and you get it's a healthy thing to focus on yourself after helping everybody out, because you're burnt out. And it kind of, I don't know about you, but I always felt pageantry lifted me up, and that sisterhood lifts you up so much.
Yes, 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 yes. And you know, I mean, just from the very beginning, and it's only done nothing but build for the last 6 months. You know, I mean, I I was crowned Elegant Miss Kansas in October in 2020, but I'm a 22. And you know, I have gained so many incredible sisters and supporters and true, you know, when you change clothes in a dressing room with 37 little girls and their mothers, you know who you're dealing with, right? And so in my system, everybody's running around helping everybody, and nobody is just so focused on themselves that they can't take time to, you know, to get a tissue or help, or just, it's just amazing. And I have been impressed.
Tell me what you would do to encourage women of our age, anywhere from 30 to, like I was telling you, 101. How would you encourage them, and why would you tell them why, why they should join pageantry, why they should compete in pageants?
You know, I've thought a lot about this question today because you gave me a little hint. And I want to tell you something. Not everybody needs to do a pageant, because not everybody has the it's different. I could think today of 10 people that I know who are absolute queens, who rock their world, who look awesome all the time, or fabulous all the time, or wonderful mothers, are engaged in their community and everything, but they're not public people. And, you know, and some of them might need to do that to get themselves out of that box. Right. And then, but I know some that could just walk right into this. I know 25 people on the same hand who could right now go to a national pageant, and with about a month's coaching, definitely smoke me. Right. So, but that's a big nut that I think we have to keep asking the question about, Patricia. You know, there are more and more women in our age range, in our generation, who are doing this, because oh my gosh, it's amazing how many, it's so amazing, the sisterhood. But I'm really new at this. I mean, I just did my first pageant back in October, and I really can't answer all these questions specifically, and I'm really developing my own kind of understanding about what's going on.
Yes. But still, I mean, that's something you have together that you bond with. Okay. And our last question is going to be, tell me a little bit about yourself outside the world of pageantry.
Well, there's a lot to tell. I mean, you know, well, pageantry has become a very big part of my world, because it is a very big commitment. And I do take that commitment very, very seriously. And it's changed the whole dynamic of my world. For example, I mean, the whole upper floor is quiet right now because this is Zoom Capital, right? Which is very different. But I am the mother of 6 children. My oldest child is 35. My youngest child is 15. I have 3 boys and 3 girls. Okay. I am married to a retired U.S. Army colonel. We've traveled around the world for the 35 years that we've been married, except for the last 15 when we lived here because we retired. And let's see what I said. Okay. You know, I've had the luxury and the privilege of working when I wanted to and not working when I didn't want to, as I followed my husband around the globe. And I have been a marketing, publishing, and public relations strategist. Might not be able to tell it now because I'm not used to representing myself. I'm used to being on your side of the camera, not my side of the camera. But so I owned a publishing business. I published a magazine. I've launched several in-house magazines for larger corporations.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been the president of the Wives Club, the Spouses Club, excuse me. We're the Spouses Club now. We're not the Wives Club. You know, and I've been involved in charitable service work everywhere I've been for my entire life, especially since I got married. And charitable service work, my husband would tell you, is what I'd really rather do than anything else. Well, you know, the wonderful thing about how pageantry fits in my world is how my system and my pageantry fits in my world is that really I sold a business in 2008 and I've been semi-retired since 2009. And really all I do is hang out with my kids and support them in volunteer places. Does that make sense? I mean,
it makes perfect sense.
Okay. So which also created another problem. I'm also not used to turning everything that I do for service into an appearance, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle. It's been a struggle. Well, I mean, it's been a challenge. It's been a challenge, but I'm beginning to tackle it. But I'm a member of the Lions Club. I'm a member of the Chamber of Commerce. I'm a member of Main Street Association. I support local businesses. I live in a very small town in which I know most of the owners of every local business in town.
Okay.
And so I'm a rah-rah sis boom bah, get out there. And I'm just very fortunate enough to be able to, where was I? I was at, well, okay. So in developing my run to nationals for American Rural Beauties, and also in finding my purpose for my later life career, I have recently registered my not-for-profit Crown Care and Serve LLC, and I am getting ready to launch the business end of my endeavors as Have Crown Will Travel. Do you like that? I like that.
Ooh.
Have Crown Will Travel. And I'll tell you more about that later because that is all in R&D and development. Okay. But I am kind of coalescing everything. I plan to attend the National American Rural Beauties event in Cincinnati, Ohio in July. And I intend to have fun with my sister queens and do my best to represent my system. And after
take
that,
it all in, girl. Take it all in. That
well,
weekend.
you know what? There's two things that are going to happen after that event. I will either have a national title and I will continue to have the fun that I'm having now, or I will continue to have fun as a hopeful director of the Kansas American Rural Beauties.
That is awesome.
As a director. So, you know, I have found, I think, the place that I belong at the 58 years that I've achieved.
Oh, man.
And, you know, I feel like I've lived 1,000 lifetimes in 58 years. But this is going to be the most fun.
And I just want to wish you all the best. And, you know, good luck, break a leg, you know, all the good things. I'm trying to think of, you don't say good luck.
Thank you so much.
Say break a leg. So.
Well, I'm in the theater. I'm actually playing Miss Kirk right now in Little Women, the musical at the River City. Yes, we open in 2 weeks. And yes. And yes, so thank you, break a leg. I'm thespian. Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. And thank you so much because we speak pageant speak. I can tell.
Yes.
I can tell. And it sounds like your journey's been a lot like mine. And I would so much love to talk to you again. And I look forward to our friendship.
Oh, absolutely. We could definitely. But thank you so much for your time. And
my pleasure.
I'm going to look forward to following you through your journey all the way through.
And you too. And you too. So thankful to have met you. And I think you are rocking the world. Oh, and I so look forward to one day meeting you in person and continuing to follow you as well. And thank you so much for letting me be a part of this.
You're welcome. And thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.